What's good, y'all? Today I bring you an absolutely riveting video, a very exciting install. By that I mean something super simple. I don't even know if you could call this a mod. We have a package from WellVisors, if you could imagine. These are some window visors, says it in the name. I've already unboxed these, kind of cut the tape on them, but we could dive straight into this. I'll go ahead and pop it open for you guys. In the box, we have our visors, obviously, and then it also comes with some prep wipes, and then I think some little protectors. These guys. All the videos I looked up online, no one knows what these are. I think that they're protectors for the windowsill, but I'll double check on that. If I'm being entirely honest, I don't know how I feel about window visors. Sometimes they look good, sometimes they don't. I know a lot of 90s cars have those weird, transparent, bubbly ones, and ever since then, I didn't really like window visors until we got these ones for our 4Runner. These are a different brand. These are AVS. These are their low pro visor. I think they look really good, and they function really well. They don't have any crazy body line or nothing on them. They're nice dark smoke. So far hasn't discolored or anything. I know a lot of those 90s window visors kind of turn purple over time. These ones shouldn't. These ones should look really slick on the Corolla. By the way, if you didn't know, I took the roof box off for a little bit. Just gave her a wash. Looks pretty good. So it should be nice and clean for us to put these window visors on right here. I figured I'd make a little video on it. I just had to look these up because I ordered these a while ago. I forgot what the model was. These are the WellVisor for the Corolla. I got these ones on Amazon, but they're the premium series. You could get them directly on their website, but Amazon had them for like 60 something bucks. So I just picked them up there. I think the difference between the regular and the premium series is how much it curves out, which I'll show you when I install it. You kind of get the point. All right, let's dive into it. Looks like we have our 4 visors. 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. For the front passenger, rear, and rear passenger. Then our little prep wipes and things over here. Unbox these guys. I don't know, I think this is the rear. Don't know which goes where. There's 2 long ones and 2 short ones. I think this one might be the rear. We're gonna grab 1 short one and 1 long one, and then we'll mock it up. I think it's something like that. Look at all those birds. What the heck? Where'd they come from? Probably gonna poop all over my car. Unlock this guy. It looks like these guys just go on like so. Yeah, like that. They have these little hooks on them. You can see that. They have these like little hooks on them. These will hang them on top of the door frame right here. And I believe those little yellow strips, those are actually kind of like clear film so that it protects your trim up here so that it doesn't eat away at it while it rattles. There's also 3M tape. If you notice, I'm doing this outside. It's a little cold these days. So I'm letting the car warm up just a little bit so that the adhesive has no problem curing on there. All right, let's hang it and mock it up. Alrighty, as you can see, they're just kind of hanging on here. Like I said earlier, there's these little hooks right there. And then there's another one right here. They kind of just hold on to the trim molding up here, and it allows you to slide the visor side to side and align it with the edge. Probably a better angle for you. So now that I got the visor hung up and squared to the corner, I'm taking these come in the box. These are they're essentially Scotch tape, but it's just a clear piece of adhesive. These are gonna go under where the hooks are on the trim, under the metal clips. And since these hang on a piece of plastic and these are metal, they're coated in a little bit of rubber, but since they're made of metal and these will rattle around in the wind and all the drag and stuff, over time it could rub away at this plastic piece, so this will stop that, hopefully. If you've ever done a hood visor like the 4Runner has, it's the same thing. So we're gonna slot this guy back on here, and we're gonna kind of eyeball where this guy is at. Peel that off. You see, it's just literally just a clear piece of tape. And attach that guy in here. Now you can see if I pull this guy off where those hooks lay, there's a little piece of protection right there. If I'm being entirely honest, you could probably skip this step if this stuff doesn't really matter to you, if you don't plan on taking them off. If you plan on having these here forever, you could honestly skip that step, but I mean, they include it. It's a good attention to detail, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Next up, I'm gonna prep the actual visor for mounting now. The visor is just lined with some 3M double-sided tape. So they give you a couple of these wipes. I assume these are just alcohol prep pads. I just washed the car too, so there's not too many contaminants on here, but this is good to get off any oil or extra debris or anything that could cause that adhesive not to stick. I have heard of some people having these fall off in the summer, so that will be the test in 100-degree California heat, but it's fall winter right now, so should be okay for now. Personally, I want to square up this corner to the corner of the door, so that will probably be the first part that I lay down. And then what I'm actually going to do with this 3M is get the peel started and give myself a nice right angle. That way I can set it and then peel the cover off later. That way I could have a little bit more wiggle room to align it. I hope some of you guys aren't watching these videos to actually learn how to install this stuff and just to be interested in what's going on with the car, because to be honest, this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. If you don't know how to install a window visor, come on now, you just give it a shot. It's not rocket science. Alrighty, let's hang this guy on here, starting with his corner. Cool, my corner is on now. I'm actually gonna close the door real quick and make sure everything lines up. There's no interference, stuff like that. Then we're gonna peel the 3M. Ah, see, I didn't think about this. The hook is now in the way of the 3M, so I gotta like fish this thing under somehow. Whoops, do as I say, not as I do, folks. We're just gonna grab it from the other end. Should be okay. There we go. Give it a solid press. And we're on. Check it out, we're on there. And for the most satisfying part, cool. I am pretty stoked with that. You can see the alignment, pretty solid. It's nice and square there. There is a little bit of a gap here, but that's literally just how the visor is made. It's not perfect, but when the other one's on, it should be a little bit better too. All right, so same thing goes for the rear. It's the same concept, just line it up, hang it, stick it. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if it's a technique difference or a build quality difference, but this one lines up a lot more square up here. And then in the back, it's also lined up quite well. Look at all this trash and stuff that I gotta clean up now. And this is only one side. That is gonna bother me. I don't think it's fully set yet. I might try to pull it up and readjust it, because that's gonna drive me nuts. I either got to bring this one down or this one up a little bit. All right, cool. Luckily the adhesive didn't fully set yet, so I was able to kind of lift it just a little bit and just nudge it a hair. That looks a lot better. I'm a lot more okay with that. Otherwise it would have bothered me. Things that no one would really notice except for me, but I think that looks pretty good. Small detail, I'll clean them up, I'll wipe them down, but I'm gonna do the other side first. But now I know when I do this side, I should probably do the final stick with the door closed rather than with it open. That way I could line up the two pieces. I did a majority of this one off camera. I got the alignment a lot better on this one. It's pretty even on both sides too. Honestly, yeah, if you're doing this, just take your time with it. It's not rocket science. You just gotta be patient and align everything up. I am quite happy with how this turned out, to be honest. You could see both sides. Honestly, it's just a little detail. I don't know how many people are even gonna notice it, but functionally it should be pretty good. If you don't know, pretty much you can roll down your windows a little bit and get a little bit of fresh air. You won't have to worry about rain or whatever getting into your car. And I suppose it gives you a little inch or two of sun coverage while you're driving. I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. Pretty stoked when I found out that they made these. Like I said, the AVS ones for the 4Runner, I thought were super, super cool when I first saw them, but unfortunately they don't make them for the Corolla sedan, but WellVisors does. And I think they're a really cool product and they're really sleek. They're the perfect amount of sleek, but also adds a little bit of, I guess, muscle to the roof line. The next thing I want is, I would like a roof wing, just like a little subtle one, but all the ones that I've seen either look really ricey or come out too far, or they've got a weird curve to them. I just want a nice, clean roof wing, and I think it'll tie everything all together. But there we are, WellVisors for the Corolla sedan. Pretty easy install. Again, I hope you didn't have to come to this video to learn how to install them. If you did, cool, but just updating you guys on things I'm doing to the Corolla. I guess a good move would be to show you guys what it's like from the inside. It was like that. You can barely see them, to be honest. From this side, you could barely even see the passenger one. The A-pillar and the roof line actually is thick enough to where it hides it. But then when you look down, there it is right there. Pretty good. I was actually worried it would intrude on the visibility a little bit, but I guess not. Alrighty, y'all, it's a bit later now. I figured I'd take the car for a little drive, take some pictures while it's nice and clean, you know. Gotta enjoy the new part install. I'm back here at the infamous cul-de-sac. If y'all been watching for a minute, you would know this place. I think these visors are a perfect example of a great low investment, cheap and easy install, but really high satisfaction. Something I notice about these is I feel like they flow with the body lines perfectly compared to some of the other visors. You know, compared to some of the other visors on the market that are really bubbly or have a weird tint to them or have some crazy body lines going on in them. You know, All of them have their own applications and different uses for different looks. I think these ones specifically suit what I was going for the most. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this rather simple video. Something short, something sweet. Should be a lot more content coming soon. Hoping to film a lot more things, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, hope you're having a great day. Take it easy. Peace.